Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Tubechat, a show where I talk to people on the tube. So you're a psychologist.
Yeah.
Why don't people look at each other in the eyes on the tube?
I think there's a number of reasons. First of all, it's the sexual tension. If you hold someone's gaze for too long, there's intent. So the sexual part of it, but also then it can be threatening. I think there is a part of us that really just wants to let everything out, just wants to just say, "Fuck it." Sometimes I just want to scream on the tube.
Sometimes when I see people yawning on the tube, I want to get my hand and stick my finger in their mouth.
Let's talk about that though, because that's something I think we should talk about more on the
Are you
tube.
trying to analyse me right now?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I either think I'm better than everyone in the room, or everyone in the room is better than me.
Yeah, that's a mental illness.
Yeah, can you expand?
It means you're mentally ill.
But is it not more mentally ill to just think you're somewhere in the middle?
No, that's normal. That's actually normal. So in psychology, we have this thing called the norm, which is the person that thinks they're just around everybody else.
Boring?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we could call them boring, yes. And then we have the people who are mentally ill.
Yeah.
Anyone who doesn't have depression walks around thinking that they're about 10% better than everybody else. That's normal to think that. So you meet another person and you think, I'm better than him. Only about 10% better. One of the indicators of people who are depressed are that they think they're more than 10% worse than another person.
But how do you gauge what 10% is? What if you're 12%?
I don't even know if we can understand percentages. Let's get into that.
10% for me is going to be different to you. Somebody said to me the other day, they said, I don't suffer from delusions. And I was like, well, that's actually not for you to say. If I have a delusion, the very nature of delusions is that I don't know that it's a delusion. So I can't say I don't suffer with delusions because I wouldn't be aware of the delusions I'm not suffering with.
Yeah, you have really deep thoughts about these things. I love it.
And you're delusional.
Yeah. The thing is, it's like sometimes I think after a delusion, I was in a delusion. But at the time when I'm in the delusion, I don't know I'm in a delusion. Mm-hmm. So then I'm like, are delusions real? Or delusions, I'm losing the word now.
Are they delusions delusional?
Yeah, is it delusion or is it me
would
just...
that just be reality then?
Yeah.
It's like the way when I get out of a swimming pool, I think I'm dry. But then I realise when I go upstairs, I'm in a different swimming pool. And and then when I dream, I have a dream I'm in a swimming pool. And I wake up and I'm wet because I pissed.
Waking up wet and thinking you've been in a swimming pool. Actually, you know what? I'd say that's pretty normal, actually. That's a normal.
Okay. Let's just say that.
Can we just go back to, though, what you said about feeling like you're either completely better than everybody else or completely worse than everybody else?
No.
I love reading people's phones over their shoulders on the tube.
Yeah.
Do you?
What's the best thing you've seen over your shoulder?
I seen a man on an aeroplane as we were about to take off looking at Pornhub on an aeroplane.
Did you?
On Pornhub. I couldn't see, though, what he typed in, the preferences. I was trying my best to see, but I knew it was Pornhub. My mind was like, how desperate do you have to be? We're just about to take off. The connection to the internet is going. Can we talk about Taylor Swift? I feel ashamed that I like her so much. I feel as if all these young people like her, and because I'm old, I'm not allowed to like her the way I do, but I secretly listen to her all the time. And I want to sing her songs out loud. So you talk about intrusive thoughts. I want to sing Taylor Swift songs in the street in front of people, but I feel too old to do it.
Let's do it together.
Okay. It's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
You are the problem. How would you psychoanalyze a Swiftie?
Young people, especially young people, they're looking for people to identify with, to develop their identity. So Taylor Swift is a perfect one for a young girl.
Yeah, because young girls have 2 private jets and they sing to millions of people and charge 500 quid for a ticket.
It's the thing about her being accessible and tall and skinny
Yeah, tall, skinny, blonde, white.
and
You get
blonde.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Taylor Swift.
Okay.
And my husband loves Taylor Swift as well. The other day, he was in the shower and I heard him, "It's me, I'm the problem." But I do really like her. I really admire the fact that she re-recorded all of her songs. She took them back off the music producers.
Yeah,
Like,
Taylor Swift is a Marxist.
oh wow.
She was seizing the means of production. And then she charged €500 for a ticket to her gig.
Yeah, but that was fair. That was
Yeah,
fair.
that's fair because it's a good deal for her.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the way we should all live.
But like, if I was her, I would do the exact same thing. Like, I'd never begrudge someone for like, you know, taking everything that their fans are worth. You know, like, I think if your fans love you, then you deserve to have all their money. So, you were my psychology professor in college. What was I like?
You were really, really intense. You were a good student. You asked good questions, so you get different types of students. Questions are annoying.
Yeah.
Like, we pretend like we want questions. We don't.
Yeah.
We just want to talk at you for the 40 minutes, get through it, back, drink coffee, and do the things that we actually love to do, which is read books and spend time on our own. That's what professors like to do.
Yeah.
So, like, my book is about my life. If you don't know, it's called Poor, and it's about growing up poor and being fucked over by the world and then becoming successful anyway and say, fuck you. I did it anyway. First thing's this, just let me make this clear, right? As psychologists are the most fucked up people in the world. So, like, the biggest red flag I would say to someone is, if you meet a psychologist, don't date them. Now, the biggest red flag in a person would be them ignoring your text messages, 200 of them. I would definitely say that's a red flag.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that's completely unforgivable.
yeah, that's not a person that you want to be with.
No.
Someone who ignores like 10 texts in a row.
No.
They're not someone who's gonna
DBBB. Do better, be better.
B D D D D B B.
Be the change that you want to bloom, 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 bloom.
Yeah, no, I hate them lines.
Yeah, and I hate when that happens.
You know
Yeah.
what I fucking hate? Like, Shein is an issue. I mean, like, are we keeping their economy going, even if it is shit pay? If we stop buying Shein clothes, then will they get nothing?
Oh God, I didn't think about that.
Like, where is money? Now, this is an important question. Like, where is money? Like, years ago, you used to have money. Like, when I was younger, we had a wallet full of money, and you could feel it, and it was there. Where is the money? Like, this worries me.
Is money keeping the Queen alive?
The Queen died.
What?
She did. It's the king now.
I'm so happy that they did transition surgery on her. Turn that off. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of ChatTube. Join us again next week when somebody else comes onto the tube and I'm going to talk to them for a bit. Or maybe I won't do this series anymore. We'll see how it goes. Okay, gotta go now.